You know me, SDMT. Let's get it, baby. But before we do, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and turn on my notifications, man. Richard Sherman is tweaking, man. Richard Sherman is tweaking. For some reason, he just want to go after and hate on Matthew Stafford after he just won his first Super Bowl, man. Goofy as hell, man. Richard Sherman ain't been the same since he got that big contract with the Seattle Seahawks. He was talking all that, you know what I mean, for the culture and black people. But when he got that contract, he shut up. Then later on, he having crazy incidents, you know, drinking and getting in family incidents, you know what I mean? So he's tweaking already, but let's get to what he was saying on Matthew Stafford. Does he have some points? Yes, but the whole tone of it and how he's talking down on Stafford is goofy as hell. Now let's get to it. He said the Hall of Fame bar is incredibly low, like a participation trophy. No all-decade team, no all-pro, no MVP, one Pro Bowl, not even a Super Bowl MVP. Never considered the best. At least Matt Ryan has an MVP, okay? Now let's talk about this. You know what I mean? You know, does he have a point? Is Matthew Stafford a Hall of Famer right now? I would say not. No, he's not, but he's 34 years old. He's still playing. He still can get there. He's 12th all-time in passing yards, 12th all-time in passing TDs. In 2 to 3 years, he'll be top 10. Okay, that's not participation. He's talking down on him like he's sorry or something. Like, that's the thing, being a Lions fan, so many people haven't seen our players play or didn't even know Stafford was this good because he was on such a bad organization, a bad franchise. After 1 year with a new team, he's a Super Bowl champion. Over 5,000 passing yards, 41 TDs this year. He didn't make the Pro Bowl because he was in the Super Bowl this year. That would have been 2 Pro Bowls. Okay, so let's not negate that. Okay, never considered the best. This is the Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers era. You know what I mean? What can we say about that? It was Dominique Wilkins not great because of Michael Jordan or Clyde Drexler. You know what I mean? So that's goofy as hell right there. We look at the 2 most productive years from receivers. Megatron over 1,900 yards. Who was his quarterback? Matthew Stafford. Cooper Kupp, 1,900 yards. Who is his quarterback? Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford is not some slouch, man. Just because you weren't paying attention to the Lions and are just starting to see him play now, don't talk down on him like he doesn't deserve his spot. Matt Ryan has some statistics. He went to a Super Bowl, kind of choked, but he hasn't been able to live up to those expectations. And he's on the downside of his career right now, which Stafford is shooting up. This is like a second career for him. So Stafford in the future can definitely be a Hall of Famer, and to talk down on him like he shouldn't even be considered on pace is goofy as hell, man. I disagree with Richard Sherman. The tone, yes, he has some point. Is he not a Hall of Famer right now? But he can be. You know, and to talk down on him, participation trophy, no all-decade team. A lot of these things are voted on by writers and you know, reporters and have political, you know what I mean, things behind them. But don't act like Matthew Stafford can't ball. We look at the fourth quarter in the playoffs this year, Super Bowl, 14 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, all those comeback drives to help his team win a Super Bowl ring. That's what it's all about. Okay, so if he wasn't a solid quarterback, an elite quarterback, he wouldn't be able to produce those drives and be so clutch in the fourth quarter. As a Lions fan, we know how clutch the comeback kid is. So is Matthew Stafford a Hall of Famer right now? Julian Edelman came out and said 50K passing yards, and on his first year with a credible NFL team, he's a Super Bowl champion. You know what I mean? Stop hating on the man. Hall of Famer. I'll hold off on that, but Edelman does have a point. His first year in a real organization. If you go to a sorry organization, that's going to be held against you. If Matthew Stafford would have been drafted by a lot of other organizations, teams, things would be a lot different. We look at all the weapons that, you know what I mean, Matt Ryan had for how long he had them. Stafford had Megatron for like 5 years. Then he had to go and make the best of the other receivers. So this whole Megatron, he didn't have Megatron for damn near only half of his career. You know what I'm saying? So we got to really look at this, man. Matthew Stafford, is he a Hall of Famer right now? I would say no. You know what I mean? But is he on pace and can he get there in the next 3 to 4 years, 2 to 3 years? Yes, he can. He's going to be top 10 in passing yards, top 10 in passing TDs. That's not a participation trophy. That's not some guy that's 40th all time. That's somebody that's been producing, being one of the best in the game. He was just in a bad organization. Now he's on the Rams. He has weapons. Don't let him get another Super Bowl. Don't let him get another Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Richard Sherman, man, take a seat. Goofy as hell. The whole disrespectful tone you have for Matthew Stafford. Even Stafford's wife posted on social media a picture of you know what I mean, of Stafford with the trophy and just saying haters, you know what I mean, quiet haters, which it is true, you know what I mean. Sherman is hating. He is hating, you know what I mean. A lot of Lions players and former Lions players don't get a lot of respect because they were such a bad organization. That shouldn't be held against them, man. Matthew Stafford, he may not be a Hall of Famer right now, but he's on the way. And that's a wrap on SDMT.